I almost didn't make it here tonight because it's like 11:40 almost. I got distracted watching Marina and the Diamonds. She's got a whole bunch of new music that I didn't realize. I really appreciate artists. Um, I really feel like she is one of the folks who I can see a path in her music that is meaningful to me, much like I see a path in Kojima's games that is deeply meaningful to me. Um, I can't think of a whole lot of these off the top of my head. Again, I'm not really looking deeply into what art means to me tonight, but I really do like um, Marina, Marina and the Diamonds, Maria Diamandis, um, for her music. Um, there's so much. There's just so much. Uh, that is I'm reinvesting in that. Watching so many videos recently, trying to recapture the feelings and thoughts from the most recent Kojima games, Death Stranding and Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain. You know, relearning all of the stuff that's jammed into those games. The first, I got the impression that many of the earlier Metal Gear Solid games had digestible messages. They were intense, broad strokes, deep cuts, but digestible. Um, Metal Gear Solid 5 and Death Stranding are not surface level digestible. They are they're complicated. I think that, like, on the surface, I wasn't crazy about the pacing of either one. I wasn't crazy about the overarching broad stroke picture of either one. I felt like they were incomplete or not of a single mind or not satisfying in a storytelling sense. And now I'm having to go back and see, oh, well, okay, there were elements of this, there were elements of that, there were competing frameworks within the story that necessarily did not are not supposed to have a resolution, do not have resolutions. Um, and to some degree, especially with Phantom Pain, which is about not having that satisfaction of finality and closure, uh, it made sense for that to be the takeaway. And Death Stranding, when it came out, was too dark for me. It was like too defeatist. And now I look at it and I feel the opposite. I feel like, oh, no, this is the right amount of defeatist, but it's the only message of hope amidst it. It's for somebody who wasn't necessarily there yet. Um, it seemed to be a really antisocial take on the world, but the world's gotten antisocial. We're seeing that the people in the history books are the same as the people today. We're the same creature that we have been, and so you need some hope, and that hope can't be playground childish stuff. It has to be nuanced and not engaged, but not necessarily always attuned to how difficult things can be. You have to remember your own voice and your own vote. You have to remember that, okay, but I can help shape this. Okay, fine. It's terrible. Fine. It's terrible. But I still get to say my part. And that's maybe the message that I missed the first time around, because I was so focused on, oh gosh, this is just giving me so much anxiety. It just never ends with the anxiety. I'm reading a lot. I'm really almost ground to a halt in my book right now because I have so many things that I'm reading while I'm reading my book. It just seems like every page is, all right, here's a whole bunch of other things that this is related to that I need to go do my due diligence on and get up to speed. And so the more I make it through this book, the more beep, 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 I have to, the more I have to read. I'm very interested in the potential of a small group of developers and IT professionals serving the expressed needs of innovators, technologists, especially in wherever there's an opportunity for those technologists to be introduced to people with problems that technology can solve. I want to be one of those people that can help establish CI/CD pipelines, DevSecOps environments, cloud development environments, enterprise data systems, distributed development environments, repeated, well, I already said, continuous delivery of microservices that operate in a shared ecosystem. These are things that I'm really excited about. These are things that I think are important, and I want to democratize the, at least to a degree, at least within my own environment, at least to the degree that I can, democratize that availability of those developers and IT professionals and their hosted solutions and their environments and their services. It's sort of a user experience premise or proposition that there are people out there who are trying to solve problems. There are people out there who are trying to invent the future. And those are our user communities, and we should make for them whatever we can to get them going, accelerate them. People who have already taken the step of introducing themselves to a problem space and bringing their combined technical expertise to the table to have a conversation about what the needs might be, what the potential is. If they've already taken that step of bringing people together who might represent a need and might represent a solution, and they're already having conversations about what could the future hold, how does the science bear out, what technology can we implement now, what are the real natures of the challenges that we might in the near future face. And if they're already having those discussions, if there are teams and groups and people already sitting around the table having those discussions, we want to be there with the ability to deliver services and environments on a platter to facilitate whatever capability they come up with. whatever their requests for information are, whatever means they want to share things with one another. I'll facilitate that interaction, help it speed up, help it reach a critical mass. These are the things that I'm professionally interested in right now. I'm considering whether or not I need immediate experience in a software factory. And if I do I? Because if I do, then my life is going to get personally complicated for a while. I think that my personal life is about as complicated as it can get at the moment. We moved into this house now 3 years ago and have a 2-year-old and have another little girl on the way in April. And it doesn't seem like things are slowing down for Caitlin anytime soon. I don't know that I have the right to complicate that further. That's a lot. That's a lot. And maybe I can maybe I can already articulate challenges, solutions. Maybe I don't need to be thoroughly indoctrinated. I just need to learn how to speak for myself. And I'm trying to do that. Wow, I'm being really, well, I kind of have to be a little. In the meantime, trying to figure out how to save the world, I guess. And I'm really enjoying Marina tonight because I have 2 tabs that I haven't closed. I've been listening to all of the Love and Fear album, which is outstanding. I haven't heard it before, actually. And as I go through these, I've been closing them out, but 2 of them that I left open were Karma and Soft to Be Strong. So Karma is a be sure your sins will find you out. You know, we are seeing that a lot of our larger outsized influences in the world are acting inappropriately, misbehaving, being selfish, confrontational, violent, abusive, exploitative. It doesn't end well for them and for, unfortunately, everybody else. But you can let karma take its course, right? And allow people to bear the consequences of their wrongdoing, but at the same time, the other one I didn't close was the soft to be strong. We are compelled to have love for one another and be there for one another as often and as deeply and as radically and as continually and ubiquitously as possible. Personally, I talked about that at length yesterday. There will be bad actors. They will face their music. In the meantime, it falls on us as individuals to be good to one another. Just be good to one another. Be sure your sins will find you out. And have love one for another. It almost feels like live and let die. um, love and let die. Weird. All right. Well, I've got more reading to do. I got more studying to do. It's been fun tonight. Again, I don't really have much to talk about today. I'm just enjoying music and games, books, articles, memes, and the rest of my life away from screens. All right. I guess good night, everybody. It's nice to do this sometimes. All right, all the time. See ya.